friendly. We've been having so much fun with it. It's everything we love about Classic, plus so much more.
In Classic Plus, Season of Discovery, all classes are getting 12 new, interesting abilities, and rogues are no exception. Let's take a look at them so that you can decide if you should play a rogue in Season of Discovery. These new abilities will be called runes, and you can engrave them in your chest piece, gloves, or legs. The biggest change for rogues are that they will now be able to tank by engraving different tank runes. Not only that, they're also getting some new damage abilities as well as ranged abilities that will be quite useful in PvP. Now let's go through all the abilities one by one, and we'll start with the chest engravings, where we have 4 new abilities. Firstly, we have Deadly Brew. This ability has existed before, but as far as I know, it has not been deadly poison that's been inflicted here, and it was mainly a PvP ability before. This will most likely be your go-to skill on the chest up to level 25, as long as you will be a damage dealer. Next, we have an interesting one, just a Flesh Wound. This ability will grant us damage reduction and massive threat increase, as well as granting us a taunt ability whenever we use Blade Dance. Now, Blade Dance is another new ability that can be engraved onto gloves, which we will see soon. Thirdly, we have Quick Draw. It's basically a ranged ability that also slows enemies, as well as granting us a combo point. Something for all of you PvP gamers out there, perhaps. And lastly, we have Slaughter from the Shadows. Nothing special here, we simply get lowered energy cost on our backstab and ambush. Great for dealing extra damage with daggers, though. Let's head on over to the gloves now. If you've played Rogue before, then this ability will be old news for you. Mutilate. It's a combo generator that deals extra damage against poisoned enemies. This is supposed to be an assassination talent, and it's looking like assassination will be getting a lot of love in Season of Discovery. And next, we have Shadow Strike. This ability will teleport you behind the target when used, but requires stealth. This ability was quite useful in later expansions, but mainly because you had more ways of going into stealth. So we'll have to wait to see if there will be any use for this one. Now we have what looks to be a combat ability, Saber Slash, an ability that slashes enemies and stacks up a bleed on the target. The bleed only stacks up to 3 times, however. It looks to be a replacement for Sinister Strike, which could be interesting. Next, another old but gold ability, Shiv. By casting Shiv, you apply your offhand poison to the enemy instantly. I mainly see this being used for PvP as well. And lastly, Main Gauche. By using this combo generator, you get 10% extra parry chance. A decent ability, it seems, probably a must-have for tank rogues, and could also be used in PvP against other melee gamers, for example. Now, onto the leg runes. We're going to start off with an extremely interesting PvP ability. It's called Between the Eyes, and it's Kidney Shot, but a ranged version. How cool is that? And here's another tank ability. As we talked about earlier, this needs to be used if you want to get your rogue taunt. And what this skill does is that it increases your parry chance by spending combo points. And the last skill of all, Envenom. Again, all of you assassination enjoyers should be familiar with this skill. It works by dealing increased damage per stack of deadly poison on the target. And when used, it also increases your chance of applying instant poison. Alright, now that we know all the skills, we can finally answer why you should play Rogue in Season of Discovery. Here are my top 3 reasons. You can tank as a hacking rogue, bringing a unique way of tanking by having large amounts of parry. You get new ways of dealing damage, allowing for a fun and engaging PvE rotation. And you're going to be a god at PvP. One of the best PvP classes now, even stronger. Yeah, you're going to have fun killing noobs in Ashenvale. And that, my friends, is why you should play a rogue in Season of Discovery.